Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here. Today we are doing What If Kurama Was a Girl / Female Part 3. In the last episode we ended off with finding out what team Naruto would be on. So and I have chat I have checked it, and there has been one comment on it, even though only one. It's, says, Naruto, Ino, and, not Sakura, what's her name? Forgot her name. Hang on guys, be right back. Her name was Hinata, yes. So, Naruto, Ino and Hinata was that person's suggestion. And just saying guys, if you could why I won't say him, her instead. Well, I don't really know your gender and I don't want to guess. So I'm just gonna say person. Not unless you actually put your name down as your your YouTube account, then yes, I will then maybe go off of that, depending on thing, but I don't know. May story issues thing. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, and let's get to, I'm also thinking of watching for Naruto, but it seems like I'm going to be going with the same idea, because, well, it'd be interesting. So, yeah, anyway, that is our recap, and we're now going into the what if. And sorry guys, so you can hear noises in the background. My graphics card's fan's going, so it's not pleasant. Anyway, let's get into this what if. What if, let's start the part. Yeah, anyway. So, the first guy will go, Cassie, you will be in a team with Naruto Uzumaki, Ino, and Hinata. Okay, why are you putting, wouldn't it be better though, wouldn't it be better, Lord Fred, for me to have, what's his name, what's his name, Sasuke. It'd be smart for me to have Sasuke, because I've got this song out. So I thought about that, and I decided that yes, it would be the smartest idea, but of course, being known now as the Jinchuriki, and Kurama being film, we don't know what that may do. That may make it may cause Naruto to all of a sudden one day wake up as a girl, or something else completely. So having two girls with him may help him to better expect it, and that maybe even to control the Nine Tails' power. He may have to learn to live a life as a girl to be able to harness the full power of the Nine Tails. And I guess so. But then also, I know you just explained why Lord Fred, but there has been another reason why you put in Ino and Hinata with me. wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be smart to have like Sakura like the the highest top grade one. Is that well? Yes, it would have been, but like but all she has is chakra control. Like anyone can really become as good as her. Like Naruto. Like Naruto probably to like him to Jujutsu's probably already, if he was to go, would already be better than Sakura already. Like yes, his probably chakra reserves are probably insane, so they could just brute force it, but I don't know. I guess with you training him, he's probably have gotten better chakra control anyway, so he probably doesn't less have to brute force it now. And yeah, anyway, it's like they're more or less there just for helping, I guess, kind of helping out, and also I don't know, I guess Hinata seems to have a interesting Naruto, and I guess he knows really that because she can do mind transfer and that, so if Naruto were to go rogue, not even rogue, but to get if to get possessed by Kurama, then maybe she may be able to mind transfer in and take over, I guess, his body and calm down, so then Naruto can resume control, and then so I guess that makes sense. Okay, and your team's gonna be Team 7, and then he would show them like that. Well, would show he would have to show Naruto's house because he's taken Naruto to his house several times. So the photo will probably only show him Ino and Hinata's house. So Ino's would just be the shop and that. And probably greet, I think they would normally greet the further Kage with respect, but I'd think it'd be more respect because their daughters are going to be on their team with Kakashi of the Sharingan, or the man who's copied over 1,000 jutsus. I'd probably say anyone's probably got a lot more respect for him than the third Hokage. And Kakashi knows this, but he just doesn't really want to I guess just ruin the third Hokage. Well, just make the third Hokage unhappy or that. I don't know. Yeah. And Hinata's dad and that would be pleased that it's someone strong and as as strong as Kakashi and that. And well, yeah, he's like. And then, what did you think of those two? It's like, well, her parents seem to always want to help on that. So, yeah, so you'd probably be, good to have to get Naruto's intelligence up higher. And Hinata, I think it's going to be more. I think it will benefit Hinata more than Naruto. It's I think with Naruto's, with Naruto stuff, with Naruto being Naruto, he's more likely to it's more likely to have a greater impact on Hinata and give him more confidence in that. But then again, could also, get more confidence and maybe learn more than just the mind transfer jutsu. Maybe learn her chakra nature and work on some jutsus around that. And Furgaga goes, just maybe we'll just have to wait and see what's in the future for them. So I guess so. I guess so. And why did you? Like, I know again, but, just because I could stop him will not mean that, I'm pretty sure not pretty sure, I know not many people would be able to stop Naruto, but why me, maybe go a slight upper hand having Sharingan, but that's it, just a very slight. So, it's also because you've been training him, so you know him for long, so that's an also bonus. And also, you knew his dad, and you knew how special, I guess, he was, and, people are probably more frightened of Naruto than anyone else, because Naruto, don't forget, has the full 9 tails sealed within him. It's yeah. So there is a lot of fear around Naruto, isn't it? I guess so, and I just hope the other two accept him. Well, I guess Hinata's already accepted him, but as well, I hope she accepts Naruto. And for Hokage, Naruto is smart, he just doesn't like to show it. What do you mean by smart? Well, he's a brilliant tactician. I don't think nobody else could beat him. And I mean that. I don't think even the fourth Hokage, I don't think even he could beat Naruto with his level of tactician. It's like he's keeping it, it helps to also have the 9-tailed fox talking to Kurama, the female Kurama talking to you. That helps quite a lot. So you just say Kurama instead, but for the story it would be female. Yeah. And I don't know. Ancestors already gone. And because Naruto, well, I can't make normal clones, but I can make a shadow clone. It's like, what, you can only make a shadow clone? It's like, we told you this. Well, Kakashi did. He realised I wouldn't be able to do the normal clone jutsu, so he taught me how to do the shadow clone jutsu, and well, he also told me the benefits of it. So yeah, and he'd make me 10 clones. So it's like, this isn't the max I can do, but I don't fancy filling up this room with shadow clones. That's probably not the best idea to do. So no, it isn't. And I guess thank you for your restraint. And yeah. And I don't really. Oh no, it'd just be Mizuki, it'd go, damn, there's no person I would have thought that Brat would have failed, but instead he's passed. I guess I can, steal it myself. Yes, that's what I have to do. I'll just have to steal it myself. And that's what he does and fails when he gets arrested by one of the guardsmen there. Yeah. And the next day, of course, the team, of course, Kakashi's, walking him home that night, and after school, Kakashi's like, well, I know who your team is and that, but I'm not going to tell you who. Oh, come on, Kakashi, come on, that's not fair. So no, not really, because it'd be a surprise for you. I want it to be a surprise for you. When you get to, when you're told who your teammates will be. So, okay. Well, I guess as long as it's not Sasuke or Sakura, I guess I'm fine. Why not those two? Well, all what Sakura cares about is Sasuke, and all Sasuke cares about is power, it seems like. So, if I get you as my training teacher, I don't think it would be smart to have, one person care purely on one other person and another person care about power. You'd want the people like you're teaming up with to care about the team and put the team's life put their life on the line for the team and for the mission instead of one particular person. And we've gone a bit more, why you wouldn't I think she's, a load of other stuff, and why you might probably go through, everyone thinking why, they may be good teammates with him, but he would think it would be, him and another boy and one girl, not two girls and just him as a boy. Or technically 3 girls if you count Kurama. And yes, you could say that, and 2 boys because of Kakashi, but yeah. And well, yeah, of course, Kurama would say about we've done a lot of, I guess you could say we've done a lot of mental training. We've done a lot of mental training. Naruto, but you should really also, do like the physical training on. Well, what I mean by that is actually go into the run-out state. It's like I don't really know how to go into that, because if I do it in my house or could alert someone. If I do it in the village, well, I'm definitely going to alert someone, and I'll probably get thrown in jail or that, so I'd have to be outside the village for that. And there's and sneak outside the village, well, it would be hard, but it'd be even harder to sneak back in without setting the alarms off and that. But I guess so. Fine, but our first mission, that when we go outside, in the village, at night you have to try and trigger it. It's like, yeah, I will promise. I promise you, Kurama. So, you better keep your promise. Like, hey, I've always kept my promises. So, except for the promises that you promised that you'd never wake me up again. It's like, well, that's your own fault. Rappers, on the way to school, or something happens, and I all of a sudden, need almost full access to, your power. I am going to, need you awake, or access to your power. I can't just, suddenly start pulling it off of you when you're sleeping. Because that's rude. I don't think that's also how it works. So, fine. And they'd probably then go to sleep, and then the next day, I was just thinking in the head, what would that old man putting me in Naruto with? Who would he? He may put Naruto and me with Kakashi, because he's known us for a while, and he's, knows Naruto's dad, so I guess so. And what else? Maybe that Sasuke fellow, because of him having the Sharingan and Kakashi having the Sharingan also, so maybe. I don't see see him doing that because he'd probably also see to harness my full power. He would need Naruto would also have to learn how to live life as a female. So yeah, so there's also that to think about. Oh no, he may only Naruto may be the only boy, and there may be two other girls. Who knows? Should go. Oh, and Naruto, do you promise me this one thing? Won't you won't tell them? They probably know, you're the Jinchuriki and that, or you hold something, or smart something. But if Kakashi and I agree to, we'll tell the team. So you mean only if you agree to? Because yes, I don't know why I said Kakashi. But yes, if I agree to it, so okay, sure. So I won't tell them at first, because I also, need to be able to trust them, because I've never really had any friends except for, well, yeah, no one, I guess, besides Kakashi. So then what am I to? And I guess I see more like a sister or a mother. A sister or a mother. I guess I can understand that. And yeah. Of course, after Naruto books and shit. Is it no? No. The one that's smart, that seems to be depressed and that. And I think hates waiting on. Well, no, not hates waiting, hates doing stuff. He walks up to Naruto and says, "I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be here." And I was the only bit with, official headbands. He's like, "Then what's this on top of my head?" So, and walks away then. Because, you'd probably see Naruto as, like the class clown still, because, well, Naruto would probably still make people laugh and that, and have a joke and that, but would also, get his work done. So you still see those, bottom of the class, even though he isn't. He's like middle of the class, but he still is looked upon as, one of the bottom students for no particular reason. And of course, speaks to him and goes, I hope I'm not on your team. And that, and then, of course they call out, and so Team 7 will consist of Naruto Uzumaki. So, okay. Something, I forgot her name, and Hinata Hyuga. And I was going, so those two, I guess that makes sense. Hey, Kurama? Well, yeah, I guess it does, because it would help you to live, it would help you to control the full amount of my power. Yeah. And you're gaining, teacher will be, or no, your squad leader will be Kakashi Hatake. That'd go, what? Kakashi's my team leader? Our team leader is that? Yes, Naruto. So, okay. And would, sit back down and would just, be like, I would just be, like probably think a mile a minute would be excited, happy and that, and well, yeah, who would be happy. And yeah, of course, it's like, I guess I'm not on your team. Yeah. Oh, well, I think in the next part I'll tell you what the other teams are. Because I want to focus more on Naruto on this part, and I think maybe the other teams in the next part. Yeah. And, well, yeah, Naruto, well, Naruto, well, yeah. Once everyone's gone, go, well, Naruto, you seem to know Kakashi, our squad leader. Do you know where he is? Is that, well, I may know where he is. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that he's, going to be a good 10 or 20 minutes more. So just, I guess, sit down, get comfy and sleep or something. And, yeah. Well, yeah, of course, in that it's just, just shocked that, she's with the person she fancies. She's like, I'm in a team with Naruto, I'm in a team with Naruto, I'm in a team with Naruto, and would probably black out. Like Naruto and just talking about something, and all of a sudden they just hear bang. They turn around and it's just Hinata passed out. And they just look at him and look at him and everyone's like, did she just pass out? And you go, I think she just did. Huh. And then Kakashi would come in and go, huh, I guess you're boring. And Kakashi goes on, there's one super and it's like, and I'd go, Kakashi, I'm pretty sure Hinata just blanked out or that. Why is there something wrong with that? I don't know. We don't know. We just suddenly heard a massive bang, and that's when we know she's blacked out on the table. And has to go, I guess it's too much for her being told she'd be on the same team as Naruto. I guess that was too much for her. Huh. Jeez, this is going to be one long year. He says this is going to be one long day for me. And, well, yeah, they would continue, because it'd go, wait, I guess, you two go to the roof, I'll meet you up there with our companion here. And now to look at each other and go, okay, and they'd be right on the top, and then Kakashi go, I hope I haven't kept you long. I managed to go up. I see Kakashi. And I'd go, oh my god, Naruto's right there, oh my god. And Kakashi just look at her and go, Hinata, calm down. And she would always stop in her tracks after that, and Naruto and look at one another and wonder what's happened or what's happening. And yeah, and goes, Kakashi says, Kakashi goes, well, tell me like about yourself. And I'd go, what do you mean, Kakashi? Tell us about yourself. Like, finally, say what it says again. And I think Naruto was up first, I think, but instead it'd be it'd be Eno, and Eno'd go, well, what I guess like to do is, I guess, think of what I'll be in the future. Now I'm not sure what she would say. I guess the person I like is Sasuke, and she would say some other stuff, and Nato would just be about the person I am, she'd just be mumbling out a word, and Kasuga. Naruto, what about you? What I'd like to do is what I like to do is, well, train with you, and train with you, and I guess taste different ramen, and my favourite round. What my dreams are for the future is to become the Hokage, to become the fifth Hokage, and the other stuff that I've missed out, you will just have that in canon to some degree. I can't remember exactly what he says. And he's like, well, I'll meet you tomorrow at the training ground, whatever training ground he said, or he just says the training grounds. That's what he says, and he goes, oh, and don't eat anything, otherwise you'll puke. And then he goes around now, goes, well, I'm guessing I already know what he means by that, and you can eat something. He's like, you sure you sure Naruto? He'd say, you sure Naruto? But you did just say you don't eat anything. He's like, I'm sorry, it's the, trust exercise. Well, it's more of a trust exercise. It's not trust exercise, it's like teamwork, to prove that, we're a team and we can work as a team to get the bells. It's called the bell test. It's where there's 2 bells strapped to the person, and they have to grab the bells from the person. How do you know about that? Is that, well, Kakashi would sometimes talk about that, and also he would let me, when he had a new team, he would let me, watch, of course, from my file, but he would let me watch nonetheless, and that's how I know what it is. Well, maybe it could be something different. Maybe it isn't, I don't know, but that's probably what it more or less is. Because that's the only time he says that to his team is if he's doing the bow test, and that's really the only thing he tends to do. So, well, okay, I guess, or if you kind of want to trust me and don't, well, then just bring something to me, and then just don't eat in the morning. So then, once he does eventually come and tell you about the rules, you're able then to eat something. That's what I tend to do, so that I am hungry, and then that's what I'm gonna do, because then it tricks him. I guess I've been enough for all of us, so that none of us have to go starving. And I know. That's where I'm gonna end it, guys. I know in the last part, was 50 minutes long, but this is kind of getting on. I do need to get sleep because I've got also stuff to do tomorrow. So yeah, guys. So yeah, you guys, if you have enjoyed this, like if you enjoyed it, so no, guys, if you enjoy this, like if you enjoy this so much, and you want to see more, just like this, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.